Hello people YouTube, how are you today? It's me, Abby, and guys, we're not in my normal filming setup. Right now I am in my kitchen / living room area. It's currently 1,000,000,000 degrees in my room right now, and to be honest with you, I just don't feel like filming in there. And also, there's better lighting in here. My family's out of town, so I have this house completely to myself, so I have been enjoying it. But the thing is, I am bored. And I got off work early today, so I decided, you know what? I'm gonna film. I don't feel like doing makeup because I only have an hour until I go out to dinner with my little brother. So I just decided I'm gonna film. That's it. And I'm not gonna just film any normal video. I haven't done one of these videos in like over a year. And today we're gonna be doing an anti-haul. Also, what do we think of my nails? I did a little Billie Eilish moment. I am just not used to having like colored nails, like not colored nails, but like, like a bright color. I usually only do black and nudes on my nails. But what do we think? I really like them. And if you guys didn't know that, I am a huge Billie Eilish stan, which is surprising because I used to hate her music until I couldn't force myself to hate it anymore. But yeah, anyways, today we are going to be doing a anti-haul video. But yeah, other than that, we're going to be doing an anti-haul, so let's get started. Okay guys, first product I have to talk about are these new Physicians Formula butter bronzers, like there's donut, cookie, latte. To be honest with you, I feel like I'm the only person on this planet who's not interested in it. Like, I honestly feel like they look like normal bronzers, to be honest with you, and I've been kind of taking a little bit of a step back of like powdered bronzers because of the summer. I have been sweating, I have been hot, and when I add too much powder, I get extremely cakey. And as you guys know, I have really bad dry skin, so any little oils I produce, I don't want a lot of powder. I feel it makes me dry, but for some reason, I've been adding a lot more powders lately, and because of how hot it is, I'm just sweating my makeup off, and it looks so cakey, especially around my mouth area where I tend to be the driest. And Mama's not having a good skin day right now either. But yeah, I look at them and I do think they're pretty. I would be willing to try them out, but I don't think that they're like this awesome, innovative product that I need right now. I have 1,000,000 bronzers in my bronzer drawer. And again, you guys know I'm really bad at doing like my makeup every day. I really don't. I do my makeup like once or twice a week, and it's usually on the weekends, if that. But yeah, I'm gonna pass on those because they're just not interesting to me, and I feel bad for saying that. But at the same time, next up is the Powerpuff Girl collection with ColourPop. I want no part of it, to be honest with you. ColourPop, I've mentioned this in my last anti-haul, but ColourPop gets like product after 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 product. And it's just so much. I can't even keep up with the launch they had a month ago, to be honest with you. It feels like with them, there's so many new stuff coming out. I can't remember like half of it. Like some of the stuff that even happened a year ago. Like for example, the Raw Beauty collection with ColourPop that happened back in like November. It feels like that was like 10 years ago now. Like, and I love that collection, I really do. But it's like they don't promote it. Like it's like they'll promote it for like a week and then it's done. But this one it looks, the only thing like I was truly interested in was the blushes, because I think the blushes are a unique color. One's more of like a berry reddy pink color, and then the other one is like a true orange, and I really like that because I like more unique blushes, and I'd be willing to try those out. But that's the only thing, to be honest with you, and I still don't think I'm gonna get it because I have 1,000,000,000 blushes in my room, and do I really need 2 more? And the like lip mask, lip scrub, they look boring. They don't look unique. Like I hate it. And then they also came out with like hair clips. Like why? You could have done like a cute little colored eyeliner moment with bubbles, like being a little blue. I forgot the other 2 girls' name. It completely left my mind. But red and green. Like it could have been something like that. But no. And also the palette itself, it like 90% of it is like shimmers with a few mattes, and it's like a little bit of color, one neutral, and then the rest are like shimmers I've seen in 100 other palettes, to be honest with you. It does look a little unique, but at the same time, I'm just, it bores me. Coming in next is the Makeup Revolution Aladdin collection. I swear, I am so sick and tired of like these Disney collabs. I'm sick and tired because, you know, I feel like there's been 100 Aladdin collections, 100 Little Mermaid collections, 100 like Star Wars, like whatever, blah, blah, blah. You get my drift. Like ColourPop has done it, and now Makeup Revolution. And to be honest with you, I don't use a lot of Makeup Revolution's products. I want to get more because I saw it at Ulta. They kind of like rebranded everything, and it looks really interesting. And I think they reformulated too. I am really interested in trying the products, like those products, but this just looks like boring to me. No offense. Like I feel like in the palette, like the actual eyeshadows, I have every single one of those colors. And they're not like interesting to like Aladdin, to be honest with you. Also the fact that I know this is gonna be terrible, but I actually hate Aladdin. I never liked the movie as a kid. You know, I haven't watched it since I was a kid, so maybe I need to rewatch it, but I don't remember liking it. I was always a Beauty and the Beast girl or the Little Mermaid, but yeah, I also haven't seen the live action one, had no interest in seeing it. Please don't hate me. But also in this collection, it looks like there's like one highlighter that looks like it's only good for like my skin tone and somebody who's like really icy. Cause it's so hard to tell the tone. It looks so weird. It looks like it can both be like only for like people with the fairest of fair skin, or just tan. I don't know how to explain it, or just tan skin. I cannot tell what tone that highlighter is, but at the same time, I feel like, yeah, I'm not interested. My highlighter drawer is terrible right now. If you guys saw it, I'm like, I cleaned it out too, and I'm like, should I get rid of more? And then I'm like, no, I like these. Some of them are like limited edition. They don't make this anymore. Old packaging, you know, it's sentimental. But then I'm just like, but you don't use it. I've been blabbering. I'm sorry. But then there's also like, I think a gloss, and it looks like it's like blue, and no, not interested. I'm just not interested in this collection whatsoever. Don't want it at all. Next up for our little anti-haul, Kylie is reformulated everything. Bronzers, blush, highlighters, lips, pencils, and to be honest with you, I never liked most of her makeup. I think the only thing I liked was her glosses, to be honest with you. I've mentioned this. Her glosses are the only gloss formula like I truly, really love. They feel really nice. They're not sticky. They have unique colors. Like I can give her that when it comes to her glosses. But other products that I have tried from her, I have not liked. Like her liquid lipsticks were way too drying for me. And I remember my lips always getting super chapped after I would use them. Her bronzers to me had like no pigment to them. And we would have to build up just for it to show up. And it was like kind of blotchy, and nope. The blushes, like, you know, I didn't hate the blushes, but they're just Highlighters had no shine to them. Was not interested. I'm sorry. But now, to be honest with you, now that she's reformulated, I am kind of willing to try, but I keep thinking, like, it's Kylie, you know? No offense, but her brand is just, like, it's never interested me, not once. The only thing that I've ever been interested in was the glosses, and I haven't bought anything from her since, like, 2018, and that's when and I didn't even buy it. My cousins bought me the glosses. And the one time I bought my sister the Leopard collection, and she liked it, but at the same time, she told me that the highlighter was like, eh. And we're not gonna, you know, I'm blabbering again. God, somebody just tell me to shut up. I swear. I wish somebody was here right now because I like being alone. Don't get me wrong, but it feels weird when you're just alone in a house completely by yourself. There's nobody to talk to, and you're just talking to a camera. Yeah. Next up is the Jaclyn Hill Summer Collection, and to be honest with you, I'm not gonna lie, I want every freaking product because it looks great. I told you guys before that I kind of wasn't interested because I feel like her brand is like super expensive. And a lot of people don't see it like that, but like, for example, I bought one of her highlighters because I've always wanted to try her like highlighter formula, and I got it in iced, and that one was like with shipping into, I think I paid $35 for it, just for the one highlighter. And as you guys know, it is my favorite highlighter, and it has made me want to try more of the brand. I really want to try her blush palettes. They're currently sold out. I want to try her cream blushes. Those look interesting. But when I saw this, the only reason why I'm bringing it up in an anti-haul, because you're like, Abby, you're just talking positive about it. Why are you putting it in your anti-haul? There's a bit of a controversy around it right now, which they came out with, the cream bronzers, and they're saying that it's going to be a permanent part of the line, but this is just limited packaging, and they came out with 6 shades. My problem is the 6 shades are like fair to maybe tan. There's none for deep skin tones, and Raw Beauty Christie brought this up, and I kind of thought that too when I first saw it, but I was like, maybe it's just like how it's filmed, because like sometimes I have seen videos where they show makeup, and I'm like, that's not going to work on deeper skin tones, and it's just the lighting, but then you get the pictures of the swatches on the arm, and you're like, oh, that's what it actually looks like. But then they showed the swatches on the arms on somebody who's fair, somebody who's tan, and somebody who's deep. And all the ones on the deep person, it would not be a bronzer for them at all. Like, literally at all. And I feel like we're in 2021 now, and if we're going to be coming out with cream bronzers, foundations, concealers, anything that's meant for a fucking complexion product, even eyeshadows, to be honest with you, like anything, we need to be thinking about every fucking person. Man, woman, white, black, every skin color, purple, blue. I don't give a single fuck. But, it pisses me off because when brands do this, they can get away with it because there's a controversy that happens. It'll go on the news, and people will stop buying their products for like a hot second, or they will buy it like crazy. Like, for example, that Tarte Shape Tape Foundation fiasco, and they only put out 2 fucking shades for people of color. And, a lot of people ended up reviewing the product, and they went out and it like sold out. But then, it hasn't sold out since, so it's like the initial like, it's like good, it's like how they always say bad press is good press, essentially. But I just keep thinking, how have we not learned from our mistakes now? Because if you guys don't know, my best friend, she is black, and I've seen her have problems, like looking for foundations and shit like that. But the thing is, she's not like super deep. She's like tan to deep. It's hard to think that she would have problem finding a shade. But then, there are girls way darker than her. Like Nima Tang is a beautiful example, to be honest with you, because she is a beautiful, beautiful black woman. And every time I watch her videos and she does like a foundation bronzer review, I always get a little mad inside when she can't find something. Because it's like, we're in a world where this should not be a problem, especially in the beauty industry. The beauty industry is a multi-billion-dollar corporation, and you'd think in order, like, they would want to make more money, so they would want to include everybody, because, like, if they don't, that's, like, clientele they're missing. And when it comes to Jaclyn, I know that she's not that kind of person, but she has a team. She could have made, like, there's 6 shades. She could have did what Raw Beauty Christie said, 2 for fair to light, 2 for like tan, 2 for deep, and like 2 for dark people. Like, this should not be a problem. Like, so, like, what, are people of color an afterthought? I'm sick and tired of like seeing that, because like it pisses me off so freaking much. I'm like, makeup companies, get with the freaking time. Like, I swear. Sorry about my little rant. I just had to get that out because it's one of the reasons why I'm not interested in those products now, to really be honest with you. When I see like stuff like that, it kind of turns me away from a brand. So until they get that like situation fixed, I don't know. I don't want to try it that much. I am willing to like, I really do want to try like the highlighter, her like putty highlighter formula, because that does look interesting. And the highlighters, they have it for like deep shades, but like why not the cream bronzers. It's ridiculous. I'm done with my rant. Let's get to the next part of my anti-haul. A brand that I don't really buy from anymore, which I'm kind of shocked because they used to be like my number one brand, Morphe. I know it's hard to believe, but Morphe has just been kind of boring me lately. Every product that they have launched has just not interested me at all, to be honest with you. Like, even collections that, like, the Madison Beer, the Ivana, like, Ivana I was kind of interested in, but then it's that whole thing where they came out with, like, one bronzer, and it's like, that's somebody, I can't even use that bronzer, it's way too dark for me. Like, that would only be good for, like, a certain clientele. But Morphe, I don't know, like, their brand just hasn't been it. And when I saw, like, this little cream bronzer moment, I think the shades are kind of pretty. They look normal, but I feel like, you know, like, cream blush and cream bronzers and, like, cream, like, or, like, powder foundation are, like, the new staples right now, or, like, making yourself look as if you have no makeup. The glowy summer skin is, like, really in right now, and full coverage is out, so I kind of understand the whole cream bronzer thing, because I like to do that, where I just put cream bronzer on my cheeks and a little mascara and call it a day. But I don't know, the shades just look like any other shade of blush, to be honest with you. It doesn't look like it's innovative, like, I don't know, I'm not interested. That's all I can really say. Next, also on the Morphe train, is their tinted moisturizer new foundation. I'm gonna get a lot of shit because I have seen so many people loving on this product, but it bores me. The tinted moisturizer thing, I've tried to get into it, I just can't. I like the first one they came out with, the Morphe 2 line. I do like that one a lot, but I've realized I don't like wearing it by itself. Like, it's not bad by itself, but it's good if I want, like, not a little bit of coverage, but like that little bit of like a like to my skin, like, especially if I have like a super matte foundation and I need that little you know, I don't know how to explain it, that little like zhuzh up, or it's a little bit tanner than my skin, so I like to use it as a little bit of a darkener. Is that a word? Who freaking cares? But that's the only one I have tried every foundation they've come out with and have hated it. Like, the one I was just talking about, it's not my favorite. You know, I don't use it every day. I don't use it every time I do my makeup. And also, I've mentioned this, it separates like crazy. Like, I've had it for a couple months, and it like, you have to shake it every time you use it because it separates, and that kind of grosses me out. I don't know why, but it does. But then their Fluidity foundation, oh my god, looked disgusting on me. I was so freaking cakey from that one. And the undertones are so weird because, like, the one shade I had was, like, yellow, and then when I tried to get in it was too pink. It was, like, a weird undertone situation. Like, I feel like not a lot of people can pull that foundation off. And then their, like, Filter Effect one, like, it looks good when I initially put it on, but as I wear it, it wears terribly on my skin. It cakes, it creases, it'll look matte, like, in certain spots, and then super fucking greasy in other spots. Like, it's not consistent at all on me. So, like, I just tend to stay away from Morphe complexion products like that. So I kind of don't want anything to do with it, because everybody's talking a lot of, like, oh, we love these ones, and I feel like, why am I going to waste my money for something that I know that I'm not going to use every day, and I'm pretty much not interested in that, to be honest with you. I feel like it's not going to look good on me. Next up is the Hourglass 3 to 5 pan eyeshadow palette with, like, the customizable thing, and it's, like, over $160 fucking dollars. I don't even need to say anything. Like, if you're a broke bitch like me, like, we're not, I can get a good, decent eyeshadow palette from freaking Wet n Wild for, like, $4. Why would I need to do this? And also, in fact, the colors aren't even interesting. No offense to Hourglass, but, like, if you have the money, go ahead. I'm not going to judge you, but I just think it's stupid. Like, I'm not going to judge you because, you know, we all like our certain things, and I know a lot of people who love Hourglass. Hourglass has never been a brand that's interested me because of how expensive they are. I have always wanted to try, like, their ambient lighting powders, because I heard like I want to do what Tati does because I like more of like the dewy skin, so like I can just. But at the same time, I feel like if I really wanted that, I would just get a little highlighter and then put powder over it. That's usually what I do. So the brand has never interested me. Like, I'm the kind of person, I love drugstore makeup. Drugstore makeup is my shit. Like, I love it. So, yeah. I just think this is the stupidest decision they've ever made. And, yeah, it's gotten a lot of press. It's the stupidest but smartest because you think about it. No matter what I say, one of you is going to go out and buy it. So, yeah. Also, speaking of Wet n Wild, Wet n Wild is coming out, like, they didn't even make a big deal about it. It's like somebody saw a thing in Target and then took a picture and then it went viral of their, like, Wild Crush collection with, there's, like, a honey collection, cocoa collection, cherry, and passion fruit collection. And to be honest with you, I want it, but I don't want to go out and get it. Because I feel like, no offense, it's kind of like they're ripping off ColourPop to be, like, I feel like nobody is saying this, but tell me it doesn't look like freaking ColourPop. Tell me it doesn't. It looks like they're, like, duping ColourPop palettes and, like, names, because they're, like, punny names, like, oh, honey. And it's, like, a yellow-brown palette, and it looks like the honey palette that ColourPop came up with. And I'm kind of the kind of person where I've mentioned this before, I don't like duping. Like blatant copying of like certain brands, and I don't think they were doing that, but it looks like it. And I feel like they, like, you know, ColourPop and Wet n Wild, they're like neck and neck. To be honest with you, like I know that they know each other, but it's like I feel like some of the stuff in there is like a weird collection because like the eyeshadow palettes I would be 100% willing to get, but I don't want to get them online, and I also don't want to drive to just a Target because apparently they're only going to be available in a Target, and I only have one Target here where I live, and it never does that. Like if it says something, it's like it's not going to. I just know it's not going to be there. I will go there like if it said it, and it still wouldn't be there. I know it wouldn't, and I know it sounds weird, but there's also like a blush and bronzer combos which I'm not interested in. Don't want them. Get them away from me because no offense, I've never really like. I love the blushes from Wet n Wild, but their bronzers have just not been it. They've never really showed up on me. They're like a weird consistency. They kind of are blotchy, but yeah. And then the setting sprays and serums. I'm okay with Wet n Wild setting spray. I don't need it. I have 100 setting sprays that already work for me. The serums, I've never liked their serum primers. Their serums have like always broken me out. No. And then the lip kits, they look boring, to be honest with you. And lastly, let's talk about Anastasia coming out with cream bronzer, cream blush, like blush sticks and blush highlighters. Highlighter sticks. To be honest with you, I really freaking want the bronzers. The bronzers, I won't lie to you guys, I want the bronzers so badly, but am I going to go out and get them? Probably not, to be honest with you. I have so many cream bronzers, and if you guys don't know this, if you don't use the cream, it's going to dry out eventually. And to be honest with you, here's a prime example. I bought some gel eyeliners from AOA, you know, Shop Missa, their brand, and they were like neon liners, and they are super pigmented. I only had them for 3 weeks. Mm-hmm. Opened them, swatched them, and I was gonna film a video last weekend trying them out and trying to do like my version of like a graphic liner look. But they had all dried out after I had punctured the seal. It's only been 3 weeks, and they're already all completely dried out. Not all cream products are like that because I have a cream blush that I've had for like, embarrassed to say this, 5 years and it still works. It just smells like crayons. I need to get rid of it, but I don't want to. But I'm just saying, like, I don't want to add another cream product to my collection, even though I really do love cream products, just for it to go bad because I'm not using it every day. And also, to be honest with you, I've never liked cream highlighters. That's the one thing I cannot do that's cream because I do have to powder my face a little bit afterwards. Because I don't know how people can just leave, like, foundation and stuff on their face. Because if I don't, my under eyes, because, like, my under eyes, oh my god, my glasses works. My under eye and my cheek, they always, like, touch each other because I have a big face, you know. And then also, like, I don't know why, but I crease so much right here, my sides of my nose. Like, I've mentioned this since the dawn of time. I forgot what I was saying because my brother had just called me right now. Sorry about that, guys. And we're going out to dinner right now, and apparently he got done early, so I'm gonna hurry the fuck up. I was saying, like, yeah, I have to powder because if I don't, like, I crease in the weird spots. And you know what's weird? I don't have forehead wrinkles. Like, I'm trying really hard, but it's also because I don't really have a forehead. I have the tiniest forehead on planet Earth, to be honest with you. But if I don't powder, I get like weird little lines. It's the weirdest thing. So I do have to powder a little bit. And that's usually what I do. And usually every time I put a powder, even if it's a translucent powder, I'll try to avoid like the highlighted area. If I don't, it like, you could see that there's a line of demarcation, or if I accidentally get powder on it, it just settles the highlighter out and you can't really see it. So I just avoid cream highlighters, to be honest with you. The only time I use cream highlighters is if I'm using it under like a medium or light foundation to give my skin like an extra little bit of glow. But yeah, I think that's the one thing I would not be interested in. And the blush sticks, they look so pretty. I actually really, really want to try them. But like I said, I have so many cream products that I'm not going to use. Like, if I don't use them like every day, they're going to eventually dry out. And I don't want to spend that kind of money, you know, for them to dry out. Nobody really talks about that, but yeah. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video of my little anti-haul. Maybe next time I'm going to do my makeup and talk about it. I don't know. You guys should let me know. You guys should let me know. I'm in a good mood today. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys want to see next from me. Let me know. Actually, don't let me know, because the next video is actually kind of special because I bought some of Tati's favorites since she came back. You guys, I even mentioned that like in a couple videos ago. It was so freaking funny because I mentioned how like I didn't watch YouTube anymore because like all my favorite creators left, and then all of a sudden they all freaking came back like 2 days later. Like, what the hell? And Tati, you know, is one of them. And when she made that video with the Catrice Foundation and her like favorite products, I bought a couple of them, and we're gonna be doing a video for y'all. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Have a great night. Bye.